This morning, we are learning how drones are changing policing. While it's estimated hundreds of agencies already use the technology, a small but growing number are also using them to answer emergency calls. Mark Strassmann visited one community near Atlanta to see them at work and learn how police are responding to privacy concerns.
This is 911. What's the address?
On the edge of Atlanta, a 911 call. Check on a suspicious person.
All right, launch it.
In Brookhaven, Georgia, the police first responder, a drone, racing by air to answer the call along with patrol officers in cruisers.
It allows us to either escalate a police response or de-escalate it based on the things that we're seeing here in the camera view.
Lieutenant Abram Ayana led the launch of the department's DFR program 2 years ago. DFR for Drone First Responder. 2 drones operating from a pair of high-rises, responding to emergency calls in this bedroom community of 60,000 people.
We don't have a lot of the same resources as large agencies have, particularly with helicopters.
Drones can be a force multiplier.
They're absolutely a force multiplier. A drone can cover so much more territory compared to people.
The drones don't patrol, they respond. It's aerial intelligence relaying visuals about fast-changing circumstances on the ground.
Murray, stop right there.
To officers flying the drones and communicating with patrol units.
Do me a favor, just put both your hands on the steering wheel.
Even on a routine traffic stop, the drone becomes their backup.
It's a relief that I know someone else is still looking after me. I don't actually have a physical backup.
A big advantage, response time. On the ground, Brookhaven police typically need 4.5 minutes to respond to an emergency call. But by drone, without having to mess with traffic, in the vast majority of cases, that response time drops to 90 seconds.
The drone's there.
Ayana showed us how that quick response has paid off.
Get on the ground.
As this officer arrested an armed robbery suspect, a second suspect inside the store panicked.
He'll run out the back of the CVS, has no idea that there's a drone above him. He jumps another fence, he runs, jumps several more fences.
The drone led officers right to him.
And there he is appearing now. And he was captured without incident, with a fraction of the time and a fraction of the resources that otherwise would have been expended.
Brookhaven's police department is young, only a decade old. This drone program might not fly in much of America.
A lot of police agencies have a tougher time because they have to deal with issues around privacy and transparency.
Trust.
Trust is a big thing. Trust is a big thing. We don't use drones in Brookhaven as a crime control tactic. And that removes any concern for profiling or any of those concerns about policing certain areas and certain demographics differently. So as we're flying, we're not looking down in a person's backyard. We're focused on the mission. It is a completely reactionary tool to incidents already occurring on the ground.
Same 4 traffic stop.
Roughly 15 police agencies nationwide have a DFR program. They need a special waiver from the FAA.
I believe that we are on the leading edge of things to come in this field.
Brookhaven Police Chief Brandon Gurley says drone discipline is key. If you go too far, the drone stays on the ground.
Not only does the drone stay on the ground, but we kill this opportunity for many other police departments across the nation.
With a bird's eye view, suspects still can run, but they can't hide. For CBS Mornings, Mark Strassmann in Brookhaven, Georgia.
Mark Strassmann.
Oh, I was going to say, I feel like the music from Cops should be playing after that. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I was also feeling like, we've seen great cop movies with like the officer and the dog, the 2 partners. Now you can have an officer and the robot.
No doubt about it.
R2-D2.
I think this is a good thing.
Yeah, I think
you have eyes on everything. You have the eyes of the people, eyes of the police, and eyes of this pilotless drone.
Yeah.
It just kind of keeps everybody accountable when you have these situations.
And Mark Strassmann's always good for a good closing line, right? You can run, but you can't hide with the drone in the sky.
They don't patrol, they respond.